Amy. It's nice to see you today. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah, well, it's been a week since we met last. How are the kids doing?
They're doing okay. They're a little confused, but they're doing okay.
Yeah. Is Mikey, your 7-year-old, is he doing okay in school?
Yeah, I think he's still young enough that he doesn't fully understand what happened. So I don't think it's affected him too much.
Okay. And how's the 3-year-old doing? Have you been able to find a daycare or?
Still looking for the daycare, but he's doing good. I think he really is young enough that he hasn't been phased at all. So him and Mikey still play together all the time.
Good. Well, the last time we met, we talked a little bit about an order of protection for when he does get out of jail, because eventually he will be able to post bond, like we had talked about.
Right.
And I just want you to feel comfortable and safe. And so is that something that you're interested in pursuing now? Or what are your thoughts on that?
I thought a lot about it, and I think for the kids' sake, I think we should probably do it. But I don't know, it just scares me. It feels like it's a really big deal, and I don't really know where to start.
So it sounds like your kids are really a big priority.
They are.
Okay, and that's good. That's something that's really important to focus on. They'll give you some stability through this whole process.
I think so too.
Well, I can get you some information on an order of protection.
That would be great.
And that will just prevent him from coming close to you and the children for a certain amount of time, and you would have to speak with a judge about that.
Okay.
How is that something that you would feel comfortable doing?
Would you be able to go with me?
I could possibly go with you, and an advocate in the court system could also be there, so you would be supported.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
Okay, so you're just a little unsure about this and scared.
It's just a little scary. Court is scary. It's like something off Law and Order or something. I don't know. I never pictured myself in a courtroom before.
Yeah, well, it's important to remember that the judge and everybody in the room they're just another person like you, and they just want to make sure that you and your children are safe. That's everyone's number one priority right now.
Okay.
So when we're finished with this meeting, I'll get you some information on that, and we can possibly make some phone calls and set up an appointment for you to go and have one filled out.
That would be good.
Okay, great. So have you, and we had also talked about your family, and that you were scared to contact them. Have you been in contact with them at all?
I ended up calling my mom. I broke down a few days ago. I just felt so alone because you can't talk to the kids about this.
Yeah.
So I called my mom and I told her everything. And I asked her not to tell my dad because I think he would get really upset. I don't think she would tell him, but I wasn't ready to tell him myself yet. So my mom knows.
Was your father a fan of your husband, or did they not really get along?
They were never really close, but they didn't really not get along either. But I'm my dad's little girl, so I think it would really upset him if he found out what happened.
Right. And how did your mom feel about the situation? Was she supportive in this?
She's very supportive. She wants me to be safe. She wants the kids to be safe. She cried when I told her. She just felt really bad I had to go through that. But she said she's here if, whatever I need.
Great.
But she lives, an hour away, so.
Now, if something doesn't work out with this order of protection, because they're not always a guaranteed thing, then is living...
Sorry.
Don't mind my therapy dog.
Yes, she's a very good therapy dog.
Is the order of protection. The order of protection doesn't actually go through, because they aren't guaranteed, is possibly moving to your parents. Is that an option? Something that we could possibly look into?
I never even thought about it. Maybe.
Just because since it sounds like safety is such a concern for you, then that might be something to maybe talk to your mom about, and if you do choose to discuss this with your father, that might be a good idea. Just for safety purposes, when he does get out of jail, I want you to have a backup so that you can feel supported and safe.
Okay. Yeah, we did move here for my husband's job, so if I'm not with him anymore, I guess there's no reason to stay. And the kids are still